Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about how to heal your trauma and why is it so necessary. Trauma makes you tolerate things that you are not meant for. The disrespect, the bare minimum, the one-sided effort, relationships, friendships, everything. Because you're like, at times, like if I talk about myself, I was only concerned about people not leaving me. I was so scared of being alone that every time my loved one or my close people, they tried to move out of my life, I did everything par and above to keep them in my life because I didn't want to lose them. I thought that that would be the end of my world. Well, now I know that it was not. But at that time, it was like the world felt crumbling that, oh my god, they are leaving me. And I could not accept the fact. Accepting the fact is where your trauma starts healing at the stage one. Accepting that, okay, they did this, you got hurt, and this is what it is. You cannot do anything to keep anybody in your life who wants to leave. It's so simple because you stayed when it was hard for you to stay. So if they wanted to stay, they would have stayed. Stop fooling yourself with all these stupid dilemmas and beliefs. Don't be stupid. Be humble, but don't be stupid. If it's so clear in your eyes that somebody who could have been there with you, but they did not keep in the same effort, they did not push in and try to be with you, then it's not necessary for you to fight for them. Second thing, and this is the last stage of healing your trauma, being alone. If you be alone, you don't even know that there's so much about yourself that you have not realized. Every time in my life, every stage, school life and that life, those 10-12 years, every time I was like, people are gonna leave me. So when I found people in my life that I became close to, adored and loved, I got so scared of them leaving me that I tolerated so much bullshit. We'll talk about that in some other video someday. But today, let's talk about how when you be alone, you realize so much about yourself. When I got alone, like God was like, hey, listen, now it's everything is end. Now you need to realize that you alone hold so much of power. I was forced to be alone. I never wanted to because I remember those days when I used to beg and tell people to not leave me and just be with me and like I'll figure out for you, but you just stay, please stay. That's the bullshit. Falling in love with solitude is all that you need. And once you realize that your solitude is your power, like being alone and having your company and being your greatest friend, greatest partner, greatest companion, all in yourself, it's amazing. You will not go back to being with people who disrespect you once you see your worth. If you do not see your worth, nobody else will. It's a clear fact. I don't know how many times you might have heard it, but unless and until you implement it, you'll never know. Being alone will literally heal the most wounded parts of yourself because you'll realize, you'll take time, you'll understand the situations, you'll realize that, okay, this happened there, that happened there, and you realize that, oh, it was not my fault. It's okay. You gave your best and that was it. You gave your best, you gave your everything in for that, whatever situation it was, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Being alone is so powerful. It's so peaceful. There's no drama in your life. You're just happy because, but you need to understand that being alone gives you power. Only then you can enjoy your lonely time, which is not actually lonely. You know, it's not being lonely and you are alone but you are not lonely. It's amazing. Best feeling ever. Like, you can lock me in a room for 10 days with my books, my pens, my journals, my diaries. I'll never come out. The thing is, if you don't take any steps further to heal yourself, your traumas, and if you decide to be where you are, you'll never grow. The growth paradox is so real. Like, you need change to change. You cannot change without a change. Bring that change. Put an end to this traumas, everything. And trauma is not a small thing, it's a big thing. I literally tolerated, like, each boundary of mine was crossed. And I still was tolerating. Why? Because I was like, any point, like, do anything, be anything, but just don't leave my life, don't leave me. And I did not see my worth at all. And And now that I realize it, I just hate myself for that so much. Like, if I could go back, and then I would have just slapped myself. Just get out of it. It's all in your head. It all begins here for